What up, what up, what up? Well, Monday, we came out strong. That's why it's very important to know your body. It's Monday, man. I come out strong today. Yep, 4 miles in. But guess what, guys? We're in a totally different area right now. Yeah, we're in a totally different area, which is kind of good. Another thing is, what would help with not paying attention to the run all the time is switching areas, right? Switching areas because you so used to running in one area, you're used to that. Today, I'm in a whole new area. Hopefully my reception is good. You know what I'm saying? And of course, we're still in our own lane and minding our own business, right? Nice, beautiful track. Whole different area, whole different vibes, different things to look at, change of scenery. The change of scenery is always good, especially when you got good gravel to run on. Man, this is one of my biggest tips. Running on concrete, when you running and walking, when you running all these miles, it's bad on your Achilles and your knees, especially if you're older. So when I see gravel, I was over here in this area, I said, you know what? I might as well take care of business right now. You know what I'm saying? Take care of business right now outside on this nice gravel. You know what I'm saying? Where it's not as much people as over there by the house, but man, just the change of scenery, the change of scenery, different things to look at, a different track. You know, it gives the mind, it makes the mind a little bit more active, if that makes sense, because running in the same area like I was, that I'm really used to, I'm just focused on training. But the thing is to also activate the mind, the different scenery. You know, it helps, right? It really do, guys. I mean, that run went by so quick. I was like, dang. And they got markers over here so you'll know. You know what I'm saying? How many miles you running? What's going on? They got it marked, a quarter mile, half a mile, a full mile. So this was basically exactly what I was looking for. You know, so I think I'm gonna do that a little bit more often, because the people that watch this walk down, I know y'all get tired of seeing the same old scenery every day. So now I appreciate y'all in here. We got 18 people. It's a change of scenery, right? So that also helps with not being concentrated, not being focused on the run itself, because you're paying attention, looking and seeing what's going on. You know, it keeps your mind off of the run. Great run. And what I love about it is they mark, you know, they got a marker down. 1 mile. Okay, you go run a little bit further. Half a mile. Okay, you run a little bit more farther. Another half a mile. So it was real good for that. So thank God I decided to say, look, man, just get out. Get out the car and just go and do the walk down and go to exercising right now. So I did that, guys. And I feel more energized, to be honest with you. So we're going to practice this a little bit more often. You know what I'm saying? We're going to practice this a little bit more often. Running in different areas to see what that does for the body. Also, when you're working your mind and not just focus on the same boring area, working the mind, you right, and looking and visual and looking at different things. That also burns more calories, which is great. It's good for your energy. It's good for burning more calories. It's overall good for your mental health as well. So we got a plus today. Plus, I like this spot right here as well. The other spot, you know, it was more, you know, sentimental to, you know, if you've been on the channel, you already know what I'm talking about. That area over there was a little bit more sentimental. That's why I run over there for so long. But over here where I'm at right now, totally different scenery. Great that they got the markers down. Great track, as you can see. Everything's going well. Appreciate y'all for joining me. I'm your host, the one and only Stock Sniper. This is episode 133 of The Walk Down. Season 3, episode 133. Appreciate y'all for joining me. Appreciate y'all for coming through. We out here just chilling, man. If you want to know exactly where I'm at right now, I'm in South Park. I'm in South Park, Houston, Texas. This is where I'm at right now, you know? So nice park. I remember when we was younger, this park used to be where we could come and hang out on Sunday. Not Herman Park, McGregor. This is McGregor Park. McGregor Park on a Sunday in the 90s, guys, in the city of Houston was the truth. McGregor Park, this park I'm at right now, every Sunday used to be the hangout spot, guys. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Screwed Up Click. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to DJ Screw. Rest in peace to DJ Screw. Shout out to the whole Screwed Up Click, the whole south side of H-Town. Shout out to y'all. Boy, this park right here, back in the 90s, guys, was the actual spot. It was like Crenshaw in California. That's how I'm going to compare it. That's how crunk this spot used to be. I don't think it's like that anymore. You know, I don't come on this side that often. But just being here, you know what I'm saying, it reminds me, you know, I've been getting, this weekend, I've been getting a lot of reminders of when I was in my 20s, 18, 19, 20, 21. And this is another historic spot in the city of Houston. If you've been in Houston, you know about McGregor Park. You know about the sunny side. You know about South Park. Well, this is exactly where I'm at, guys. Yes. And this park, to say that this is, yes, it's the hood. To say this is the hood, man, they did a beautiful job with this park. Beautiful, 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 beautiful job. What's up, Fortnite? How you doing? What's good with you? I'm all right. I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing excellent on Money Monday. This is before we get into the show, but I just want to get update that we changed areas, right? We in one of the best spots in all of Houston. One of the best historic spots in all of Houston, Texas. All of Houston, Texas. McGregor Park, right? We're on McGregor Park. And they did a great job with this park. We're on McGregor and MLK. If you know anything about the city of Houston, yes, we're on MLK and McGregor putting the work in. That's where I was at today. I was around this area. I seen the gravel. I say, man, let's go and get out right now and start exercising. And that's exactly what I did. See, guys, coming up on another marker. Great thing they did to this park. Marker right here to let us know how far we gone. I started back there. So this is the half a mile mark. So on the walk down, I've walked a half a mile in 8 minutes. So let's keep going. Today is Money Monday, guys. You know, Money Monday right here on the corner of MLK and OST, if you know, you know. Middle part of 3rd Ward and South Park. That's where we at right now. Working hard, putting the work in. That's the good thing about exercising. And you can exercise and do this anywhere. You could be on any side and just say, you know what? I'm about to get up, get out, and put the work in. Appreciate y'all for joining me. Appreciate y'all for joining me. Look at the gas prices, guys. Let's look. Look. $2.29. Y'all see that? $2.29 a gallon. Woo! We're getting close to $2, guys. We're getting close to $2 a gallon out here in H-Town. Out here in H-Town, we're getting close to $2 a gallon. I just showed $2.29. So guess what? Gas is going down. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing, guys. Gas and fuel is going down. It's $2.29 right here. I just showed it. All right, guys. Today is, let's get into the show. Appreciate y'all for joining me. I'm your host, the one and only Stock Sniper, and this is The Walk Down. This is a marathon training. I ran 4 miles. Now I'm walking another mile. I don't know. I like McGregor Park, and I'm feeling like it's 1995 again. We used to come here every Sunday, swinging and banging and all that, sitting sideways, boys in the day, all that there. I'm getting my, I'm starting to feel like I'm 20 years old again when I'm at this park, guys. Good feeling. I always loved coming to McGregor. Man, we used to come over here, barbecue, watching all the slabs. You know what I'm saying? Everybody coming through, swinging and banging. You know what I'm saying? All the big timers. Everybody used to come out here and chill. This was the spot, guys. It was the spot. And now, look, I'm 52 years old. I never thought I'd be out here running in this park. I never thought that, guys. But guess what? It is what it is. Appreciate y'all for joining me. But guys, today is day 27 of the shutdown, guys. Government shutdown. Government shutdown, guys. And man, the thing is, I know for sure in Texas, Governor Abbott has not declared it a state of emergency, so the people that need the food are able to get their food stamps, guys. So today is the last day. And like I said, this shutdown is going to last more than 30 days. We got 3 days left from my prediction that it was going to go over 30. And we're worse off than what we were a week ago, 2 weeks ago, from day one when I first said that it was going to go longer than 30 days. The thing is, guys, we talk about Donald Trump, a lot on this channel. But what I'm hoping, guys, that he declared this as a national emergency and give these people their food stamps, guys. Last thing we need is for him not to say anything and let these food stamps expire. And when November comes, which we are 4 or 5 days away, we can might as well October 27th, we might as well put that in the books, guys. They're not going to end the shutdown today. I'm going to put that I believe 1,000% that they're not going to end the shutdown on this deadline of October 27th. So with this deadline passing, that absolutely means, guys, that something is going to happen that will never have happened before, guys. People are not going to get their food stamps in the month of November. And once we get to 30 days, I'm going to make another prediction, guys. I got my mind thinking, but I'm not going to say it right now. I'm going to wait till we get over the 30-day prediction. I predicted that it was going to go past. That was my opinion, that it was going to go over 30 days. And we are 3 days away, guys. Sad to say. You know what I'm saying? So I hope Governor Greg Abbott, see, it's up to the governor, right? And I'm talking about Texas. It's up to the governor in Texas. Louisiana, shout out to that governor in Louisiana. He already did it. The governor in Louisiana already said none of his people gonna go without their EPT food stamps. Shout out to the governor of Louisiana. The thing is, will Governor Greg Abbott do the same thing and fund the food stamp program so the people can get and keep on receiving their food stamps? You know what I'm saying? The thing is, guys, is that if you know anybody that's going through this or even thinking about it right now, we have to educate them, guys. We got to get them to start thinking differently, not educate them because it's common sense, but we got to get them to start moving differently. We have to get people to start moving differently in today's time. In 2025, nothing is promised, guys. We have to get people to start thinking differently. We have to get people to start educating themselves. We got to get people to start putting their priorities first, guys. That's what we got to do, chat. We have to start communicating with people effectively. That way, they can think, okay, I might be here right now, but guess what? I'm not going to be here forever. I'm working on my future, and it starts with education, right? It starts with education. It starts with going to school. Guys, a lot of us know, barbers, when I cut my own hair, so I'm a self-barber. But the thing is, guys, is that barbers, I remember that a haircut was $10. $15. Now, guys are telling me they're paying $40 a haircut. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of these skills, right? A lot of these skills that we could be thinking about, a lot of these skills we can be learning, are paying 3 and 4x times, right? And that right there, guys, that right there, if you learn you a skill, you know what I'm saying, that you can master and possibly start your own business as an independent contractor, sole proprietor, guess what? When inflation goes up, in other words, when the cost of living goes up, your prices go up. You know what I'm saying? That is the cheat code, guys. We got 15 people in the building. That is the cheat code to what's going on. It's called thinking a little bit differently. Think a little bit differently. You know what I'm saying? That's what we got to do. Man, this is a quick mile. Bro, I'm almost on a mile already on this walk down. Hey, end of time, everything backwards. 2:30. It's 2:30. Let's see this 16 minutes. Okay, let's go. I'm walking today, guys. I got a lot of energy. It's Money Monday. You know what I'm saying? Think. That's right. End of time, everything is backwards. But guess what? We have to reset. Appreciate you for joining me. Appreciate you for joining me. We have to reset. That's all it takes is a shifting of the mind. Like I'm going this way, I got to recognize I'm going the wrong way, and I got to turn around and go this way. That's all it takes, guys, is a shifting, right? I don't want to fill in the blank. I want to do this. You know what I'm saying? I want to find, I got to find something to master. I need to master something. I love cutting hair. I need to master the craft of being a barber. So what? Now I got my services of cutting hair. $40 a haircut, guys. When I found out that guys are getting paid $40 a haircut, it blew my mind. I'm like, dang, I remember before I learned how to cut my own hair, guess what? Haircuts was $10 to $15. That lets you know how long I've been cutting my own hair. $10 or $15. But because of what happened during the pandemic, see, the pandemic, guys, shifted everything. That gave all business owners, that gave all, not just business owners, that gave all independent contractors. I don't care how small your business is. It gave you the ability to scale up. That's why it's so important. It's so important. In 2025, like he just said, the end of time, the 2025, you gotta have you a way to make you some money on the side. It's called a side business. You have to find a way to start a small business on the side. Why? Because you can put your own price. And then when inflation comes, especially if that side business you got is high in demand, guess what you can do? When inflation goes up, you raise your prices. See, guys, what we've got to understand, the wealth transfer happens in a whole lot of different areas. That barber that I'm talking about that was charging $10, $15 for a haircut. Those haircuts will never go back down to $10 or $15 again, guys. It's only going to go up. That's business. That's capitalism. You know what I'm saying? So what you have to do, man, look, I can't afford to be paying no $40 haircuts every 2 weeks. You got to learn how to cut your own hair. And then once you learn how to cut your own hair, guess what you can do? Now you can start cutting hair and getting that $30 and $40 every haircut. See, we got to start thinking differently. And see, guys, that's how we got to talk to the people that we love that is in this food stamp situation crisis. And guess what, guys? They're not going to stop right there. You know what I'm saying? And if you think about it, we can't get upset. We can't get mad at them. Because why? People been getting this stuff for 40, 50 years, guys. And a lot of these people are not elevating. So now, if you in the position, man, my food stamps got finna get cut off. What you need to be doing is you need to not to be blaming nobody. What you need to be doing and what you need to be telling people who you know that's complaining to you, you need to be telling them, right now is the time for you to start plotting and strategizing and putting you a plan together and work your plan. Simple things. If you're a female, Go learn how to do nails. Go learn how to put on those fake wigs, lace wigs. Go learn how to put on lace wigs. Learn how to braid. You know what I'm saying? Learn those things if you're a female. Learn how to do them. Well, stock sniper, I got 3, 4 kids. I ain't got no babysitter. Man, start learning how to do this stuff on your kids. Start braiding your kids' hair. Start practicing with your own kids. You know what I'm saying? And then guess what? Somebody in your family will help you. Babysit, going to school. If you're serious about what you got going on, go to cosmetology school. Go learn a trade. Go to barber school. Go learn how to cut hair. Whatever the case may be, go to nursing school. You know what I'm saying? It's different building blocks, but we got to start with one block. And once you get over the hump of the laziness, we talk about the spirit of laziness. Once you get over the hump of that spirit of laziness, guess what's going to happen? Then you be ready to put the work in. You know what I'm saying? Somebody need to hear this, man. Don't get distracted. Share this with somebody. Or if you don't want to share it, listen to the information. You know what I'm saying? And then tell it to the people that you love and the people that you know that's complaining about it and the people that's going to get affected, bro. Because we got to get out of this thinking. I'm not going to go that way. We got to get out of this way of thinking. It's 2:35. This walk down going by fast, man. See how fast it's going? See, I'm in a whole different area. You know what I'm saying? I'm in a whole different area, and I'm moving, and it's moving. You know what I'm saying? But back to what I'm saying. We got to start with a building block. It's the hard thing about it is that it's doing it when you're not used to doing anything. When you're not used to doing something for 5 years, for 10 years, when you're used to being around everybody and everybody's gossiping, everybody's drinking during the day, everybody's getting high during the day, everybody's watching The Young and the Restless during the day. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's watching Stephen A. Smith, you know what I'm saying, in First Take every single day, all day long. Nobody want to go out and put the work in. And at this point, they're not even worrying about putting the work in because guess what? In their subconscious mind, it's been embedded in the subconscious mind is so long, they think that stuff is going to last forever, guys. And guess what? It's 2025. I told everybody at the end of 2024, let's get ready to rock and roll, man, because a lot of things are going to change. And guess what? A lot of things need to change, bro. A lot of things need to change. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? There's a whole lot of jobs that's finna get ready to come around in the next 10 years. It's time to get educated. It's time to find something that you love to do. Go to school. It's simple. It's simple. All you got to do is kick the spirit of laziness and get out of that mindset. You know, sometimes you got to change people, places, and things and get out of that mindset. Then you can move forward. You know what I'm saying? You can move forward. And then once you're able to put the work in and you make it a part of your life and you make it a part of your daily lifestyle, guess what's going to happen? Then you're going to see your pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. That's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? It's not about the money. It's not about the money. Don't let nobody tell you. See, that's another thing, guys. We got to get out of this thinking about it's about the money. It's not about the money. It's about the assets. It's about what are you doing with the money. Money is just a tool. I don't care how much you make on a paycheck. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about the money. It's about the assets. What are you using that money for? You know what I'm saying? What are you using the money for? It's a tool to do what? Spend less and make some investments. That's the age we in right now. Work your 9 to 5. Create a side hustle. You know what I'm saying? No, not hustle. Create a side business and make some investments, right? That's the thing. That's the only direction, guys. Because if you're not in that position, if you're not putting yourself and your family in that position, you're gonna get eaten alive, man. You're gonna get eaten alive. You're gonna get eaten alive. You're gonna get eaten alive. Why you say that, Stock Sniper? Because nobody's career is secure. It's not. It's not secure. We just heard, I don't know if you know, Amazon is laying off 400,000 workers and replacing them with what? Robots. Robots. But if you got 3 things going on, if you working at Amazon, right, and you cutting hair as an example on your side business, You cutting hair with your side business. You selling t-shirts with your side business. You investing in the stock market. You're doing multiple things on your side business. And yes, investing in the stock market is also a side business. You know what I'm saying? So you have other things for a backup plan just in case you be one of those ones that get laid off. But the main thing, this is another cheat code, Will Stock Sniper. Do you know any skills that are AI proof? Yes. Plumbers, electricians. I'm gonna say this right now. Plumbers and electricians are gonna be the next millionaires, guys. Plumbers and electricians are going to be the next millionaires. Why you say that, Stock Sniper? Because plumbers and electricians it's AI proof. There are plumbers and electricians, salaries are going to double and triple, guys. Plumbers and electricians, salaries are going to double and triple over the next 10 years. So if you're 20, if you're 25, if you're in plumbing, if you're an electrician, get ready for the ride, because stick right there. Do something else on the side, but learn your craft a little bit more, because guess what? Plumbers and electricians, those careers are AI proof. It's gonna be impossible for them to replace a plumber or an electrician with a robot. It's gonna be nearly impossible. So keep that in mind. Those careers are gonna be in super high demand. And those hourly wages or salaries, or whichever one they're getting paid, are gonna triple and quadruple. This is long term, guys. One thing about this channel, always remember about me, I always look at long-term perspective. I'm not talking 2 or 3 years. I'm talking about at least 15 years. At least 15 years, right? That's how I always look at it. 15 years, where I'm gonna be in 15 years, where I wanna be in 10 years, where I wanna be if I'm 20, where I wanna be when I turn 30. If I'm 30, where I wanna be when I turn 40. When I'm 40, where I wanna be at when I turn 50. That's where I wanna be. When I'm 30, when I turn 30, I make another plan till I'm 40. When I'm 40, I make another plan till I'm 50. And when I turned 50, I made another plan till I'm 60. Now I'm 2 years in on this 10-year plan to 60. The only plan that I got that's more than 10 years is my plan on YouTube. YouTube, I got a 15-year plan with YouTube, with content creation. I got a 15-year plan, and I take it day by day, slowly but surely. I'm gonna get to that goal in 15 years if God let me continue to do the things that I'm doing. See, that's the thing, guys. We can't, short term will have you thinking short term. Listen to the OG. Thinking short term will have your days going by slow, guys. Thinking short term, day to day, week to week, month to month, year to year, it have you have time going, it have you thinking time is going by slow. It plays tricks with your mind, but actually time is going by fast. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't think, I never have, my grandpa told me a long time ago, don't think weekly, don't think monthly, don't think yearly. Think in decades, at least. That's what my grandpa always told me when I was a little bitty boy. Always think in decades, plot, plan, and strategize for decades. You know what I'm saying? Where you want to be when you turn 30, where you want to be when you turn 40, and write it down and have a plan and stick to the plan as much as you can. Of course, we are not perfect, right? So you might, long as you got your plan embedded in your mind, guess what happens? It goes into your subconscious mind. Just like you wake up every morning and tie your shoes, put your socks on, it's in your subconscious mind, right? You don't think about it, you just do it. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? That's how you program your mind for daily situations and daily goals. You know what I'm saying? And then think long term. You know what I'm saying? And then you just work on what you gotta work on. I got a 15-year program with this new thing that I'm doing called content creation. And guess what? Every day, it's a part of my system. Is to create. Is to create. Just like every day is a part of my system to come out here and put the work in and run. Every day is a part of my system to brush my teeth. Every day is a part of my system to tie my shoes up. Every day is a part of my system, you know what I'm saying, to make sure, I take a bath. It's a part of the system, right? Every day I make sure that I get up and drink water. It's a part of the system. Every day I wake up, I make sure I gotta eat. It's all a part of the system. And then once that happens, guess what? You don't think about it. You just go with the flow. Every single day, you focus on getting the tweaks and tweaks and tweaks together. How can I do this better? How can I do that better? You focus on getting better every single day. Focus getting better on every single day. Like today, I changed my whole area of where I'm running. Focusing on tweaking. Okay, how do it feel to be in a whole totally different area? How does it feel? It feels amazing. And with that being said, I'm burning more calories. I'm burning more cardio. I'm walking faster. I'm moving faster. I'm really paying attention to detail. Why? Because I'm in a whole nother area that I don't even exercise at. Straight up. So we got to think about that. You know what I'm saying? We got to think about that. So I hope that helps somebody out, guys. I hope that helps somebody out. It is 30 minutes on this walk down, guys. 30. Let me get in the 32 minutes. 32 minutes, man. I'm almost 2 miles. I'm almost at 2 miles on this walk down. I got to go over there. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be right at 2 miles. That's what I love about this park. They let you know. They got markers. So I know exactly where I'm at, which is great. Appreciate y'all for joining me, man. Hope that put something on somebody's mind. But the thing is, guys, you gotta plot, plan, and put the work in. That's all. That's all you gotta do. You gotta plot, plan, put the work in. You know, you can't expect nobody to save you. They might, you gotta put it in your mind, they might not never cut those food stamps back on. What am I gonna do? We all seen it. They got lines and lines and lines of people at the food bank. If you gotta go to the food bank, God bless you. But guess what? You gotta put it in your head that, hey, you know what? I would never, ever put myself in this type of position no more. I will never, ever be blind, because what you do, this is a good thing. But my grandpa told me, when you allow somebody to feed you, my grandpa also told me this when I was a little bitty boy. When you allow somebody to feed you, boy, you also allow them to starve you. Hope that don't go over nobody's head. When you give somebody permission to feed you, bro, and sis, you also give them permission to starve you. If you coming to me to eat, and I'm feeding you, and you eating, and I'm feeding you, and you eating, I can starve you at the same time. I just stop giving you food, and you're gonna starve. Don't ever give nobody permission to feed you. You know what I'm saying? Because once you do that, guess what's gonna happen? It's gonna go into your mind, it's gonna go into your subconscious mind, and then you're gonna get caught up in that circle of emotion, and you're gonna always be dependent on somebody to feed you. If you let somebody feed you, you give them permission to starve you. Always remember that. If you let somebody feed you, you also give them permission to starve you. And if that's the only way you've been eating, and you don't know no other way to go get you some food, guess what's gonna happen? You're gonna be all at an uproar. You ain't gonna know what to do. And unfortunately, guys, a lot of people are gonna be in that position, guys. All they're gonna do is rah, 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 rah. They ain't gonna even say, well, they're not gonna use that energy to go out and make it happen. That's why we have to talk to them and be like, man, look, you never put yourself in that type of position where somebody can feed you and starve you at the same damn time, and you ain't got no way to feed for yourself. I'm the one fishing and getting all the fish and scaling the fish and preparing the fish and giving you the plate, you know what I'm saying? But you don't even know how to work the rod and reel to go out and even fish for yourself. You don't even know how to put the rod and reel together if your line break. So in other words, you'll starve. That's what that is, guys. It's all a setup. Like my grandma used to tell me. Thank God my grandma and my mama and them they refused to put us on food stamps. Refused to put us on food stamps and Medicaid and live off somebody. We're going to work with what we got until we get what we need. And we're going to go to school and we're going to work. We're going to earn. We're going to spend less and we're going to make proper investments and we're going to hold on to what we got. Yeah, we're going to show the real definition of the love of money. See, they done switched the love of money. When you love something, when you love getting something, you ain't easily to give it away. Hello. If you love doing something, if you love getting to it, you are not going to be quick to give it away. We see so many times, guys, that what we do, we get our earning, we make the bread, but guess what we do? We go throw it away in the strip club. We go buying liquor every day. We go buying weed every single day. But I thought you loved the money. And when you love something, you ain't ready. You ain't trying to give it up. You trying to keep it. Am I right or am I wrong, chat? When you love something, you're not trying to give it up. You're trying to hold on to it. You don't try to give it up. You try to hold on to it. And that's what it is. Don't focus on the weekly, the monthly, or the yearly. Focus on the assets in the back end. That's another tip. I don't focus on how much I make a week, how much I make a month, how much I make a year. I don't focus on that, bro. I focus on what stocks I got. I focus on what I'm gonna have on the back end. I focus on the assets. That's what I focus on. That's what we gotta focus on. That's why if you ever be around millionaires and billionaires, ever fortunate to be around these type of people, they're not focusing on no money, man. They're focusing on the assets. They don't give a damn about no money. They focusing on the assets. They focusing on the back end. The front end don't mean nothing. I'm focusing on the back end. And that's what we got to realize. It's a reset going on, right? He said the world is coming to an end. It's an awakening period. We need to wake up. We need to wake up. And if you already woke, you have to wake the people up that's in your circle who you love and who you care about. You got to wake them up, man. And it's the best time. You know what I'm saying? It's the best time. Because guess what? A lot of people, some people, they're going to be asking for help until the stamps come on. But we got to be real with them, bro. It's a possibility that don't come back on at all. So you got to do what you got to do. You need to put a plan together right now. What have you ever wanted to do in life? What did you ever want to do? Well, I don't know what I want to do, Stock Sniper. Well, you need to stop being on it. If you don't know what you want to do, if you don't know where you want to go, if you still at the bottom, you need to get off the internet. You need to stop going back and forth. You need to stay out the club. This, that, and the third. You need to stop doing all that until you find out step one, which is what I want to be in life. It's people that don't even know what they want to be in life, guys. It's people that don't even know. And they don't know, it's not because they're illiterate, it's because they focus on too many different things. They focus on matter, they focus on other people, they focusing on the internet, they focusing on the club, they focusing on getting their hair done, they focusing on standing on the block, they focus on chasing women, they focus on chasing men. You know, they focusing on things that don't even matter. We have to stop. We need to end that. Bro, if I know I ain't got a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm not finna be worrying about nothing, bro. I'm not gonna be on the internet. I'm not gonna be going to the club. I'm not gonna be on Carol's on Saturday nights. I'm not gonna be at Club 5150. I'm not gonna be on the block. I'm not gonna be at the movies. I'm not gonna be trying to get every girl phone number that I see. I'm gonna be trying to figure out You know what I'm gonna be doing? I'm gonna be trying to figure out what can I do, skill can I develop to make this earn? What skill? What am I interested in? And whatever I'm interested in, that's what I'm going to school for. Some people don't even know what they're interested in, guys. Can you imagine being on a job that you don't like? Can you imagine being on a job that you don't like? Well, Stock Sniper, I'm on this job. You know, look, find out what you like. Go to school for it. Like my partner, driving trucks. Guess what? He's going to school online, cybersecurity, right now. Doing two things at one time, man. Look, I figured out what you said, big bro. Guess what? It made sense. I'm not gonna quit trucking. I'm gonna keep on trucking, but I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna figure out a way to get into this cybersecurity. You know what I'm saying? That way, I could add on another stream of income to what I got going on, which is a great career, by the way, cybersecurity, with all what's going on. Yes. So we got to start thinking a little bit differently, man. We got to start thinking a little bit differently. And if you are in that position where you worried about them food stamps, guess what? You just need to be thinking right now, nonstop. What I like to do? What can I go to school for? Well, I want to be I could be a beautician. I could be a barber. I could be a nurse. Okay, let me get online. Let me get off Instagram and YouTube. Let me get off Stock Sniper TV and go look up, go fill out an application. I want to be a doctor. I want to be a lawyer. Okay, I made good grades in school. So now I could do what? Let me go to universityoftexas.com that Stock Sniper promotes all the time on this YouTube channel. Let me go to the universityoftexas.com and see what classes I can enroll in. Electrician. Let me go to universityofhouston.com. Let me go to tsuuniversity.com and see what I have to do to get into the electrician program, to the plumbing program, to the welders program, to the cybersecurity program, to the CDL truck driving program. What can I do to be a part of this? What can I do? I got to go this way, guys. What can I do? I'm talking so much, I done got away from what I got going on. What can I do? What can I do? That's how we got to start thinking. You can't blame this. You can't blame it on that person. You can't blame your daddy. You can't blame your mama. You can't blame your brother. You can't blame your sister. You can't blame Donald Trump. You can't blame Joe Biden. You can't blame none of these politicians. Can't blame none of them. You can only blame yourself. We can only blame ourselves for what we do in life. And that's what we gotta pay attention to. But guess what? It's always a way out. All you gotta do is change your mind. That's it. That's all we have to do is change our mind. And do what? Walk forward and move forward and move forward. To the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. I'm almost at the end of this walk. I had a great Money Monday, guys. What a great day. It's sunny. I'm in a whole new area. Great workout, one of the best workouts I have had. This walk down is 45 minutes, well over 2 miles worth of walking, which is great. I went off course, so I know it's over 2 miles for sure. But I went off course, so I really don't know, I really can't take a track so I'm just gonna say 2 miles. Because I got off course. I don't know how long this is, so I'm gonna just keep it at the 2 miles. So we had a good workout today on a great day, a great Money Monday. Hope y'all learned something, man. And if you or anybody else is affected by what's finna go down, guess what, guys? It's time to get in your phone and try to educate yourself. Find a skill that you can do. Find a skill and preferably something that you like to do. And what you can do is go to school for it. You know, go to school for it. Master it. Get out. Get a earn. Get out. But when you get that earn, don't spend it. Earn. Spend less. Make proper investments. Use the tool for what it's intended for. It's intended to get the things that you need and make the proper investments. That way you can pass it down to your kids and grandkids and teach it to them, and it continue to go on. Hopefully, they can expand it. That's totally up to them. All we can do as parents is do our part. With that being said, I love and I appreciate y'all. 704 Wall Street is my block. 704 Wall Street is my block. Earn, spend less, and invest. And with that being said, I love and I appreciate y'all, chat. Appreciate y'all, everybody, for coming through on this great Money Monday. Hope I put something on your mind. Share the video or just take the information and tell it to somebody else, because guess what? A lot of times we don't pay attention to what we need to be paying attention to. That's all it's about, is paying attention to the things we need to be paying attention to. That's the only problem. And the way to end attention, a way to get away from not paying attention is to get up in the morning, write down and practice what you need to be doing. Stick to the script. Pay attention to what you're supposed to be paying attention to. That's what we're supposed to be worrying about. Paying attention to what we're supposed to be paying attention to. And once you do it as repetition. Don't worry about the bullshit in the bubble gum. Pay attention that you're supposed to be paying attention to. That's all you got to do. With that being said, I love and I appreciate y'all. To the next one, I'm out.